how's it going? Justin here with Red Island Shaving. So for today I'm going to do a video on chasing BBS. Something that we all see the term in the forums and the groups, BBS or baby butt smooth or baby bottom smooth, and should you chase it or should you not? As we know with wet shaving, a lot of us go to it to avoid irritation and get a smoother shave. Now that being said, you can get a perfectly fine shave with no irritation without going for the BBS. It's that last pass or going for the BBS, it's probably going to give you the irritation. And watching a lot of barber videos, I noticed that a lot of them don't do an against the grain pass just for that very reason. So maybe today I'll explain, kind of my mindset and, if I decide to go for it or not. So for today, we are going to use one of my favorite Taylor of Old Street scents, the Eton College Collection. It's a really nice scent. I really like it. It's like a masculine floral citrus cologne type scent, I guess, be the best way to describe it. It's got some lemon in there and some rose, I believe. And anyway, it's just a really, really nice scent. So the razor I'm going to use on the topic of this chasing BBS is the Fine Superlite Slant. So I have an Astra Superior Platinum, or an Astra Green as we call them, loaded in this razor. On the Fine website, he recommends using the Astra Green. My favorite go-to blade is the Voskhod from Russia, but actually I think the Astras are from Russia as well, I believe. But these were the first blades I bought. I still really do like them. Most times I do use Voskhods though, unless I'm using a Fat Boy where I use a feather in that, because they seem to work very well together. The aftershave, keeping with the citrus notes, will be Soapy Bathman Tropical Lime with menthol, level 2. For any of you people watching this video that aren't in Canadian Wet Shavers group on Facebook or anything else like that, Soapy Bathman is the brainchild of Chris Erskine, or Erskine. Sorry, Chris, for butchering your name. I'm not quite sure which way you pronounce it. Anyway, he makes a really, really great line of soaps, shaving soaps, bath soaps, shampoos, and aftershave balms. Absolutely one of my favorite products. So I use his balms probably more than anything. So anyway, we'll get to putting on the first lather. I already have it made up. The brush I'm using is a Badger I got from Classic Shaving. It's a nice, big, heavy chrome brush. It's great for creams. It doesn't really have enough backbone for lathering soaps out of a tub, but for using a cream, it's great. So we'll get lathered up here and get going. I've already wet my face, so we're good to go. Just get this worked in. I have about 3 days worth of growth here, which is a good opportunity to discuss the finer points of chasing a BBS. All right, so warm up the blade, and away we go. So, the most important thing in wet shaving we can do is to map your growth. All right, how many videos have we seen, and the new people to wet shaving have seen, the typical shave video where it's, your first pass is down, on your neck, or your cheeks, your neck, and then the next couple passes, you start from the bottom, you work your way up, and then boom, done. Perfectly smooth shave. Well, for the majority of us, our beard actually doesn't necessarily grow that way. So what may be right for somebody doing a video may not be right for you. And that can lead to irritation and to poor shaves, especially starting out into wet shaving, and can lead to frustration. So my first pass, I went from the jawline down, on me is actually an across the grain or an XTG pass. My grain actually grows starting over here on the right side of my face right over to the left. Now, traditionally, if I was going to do a with the grain pass, I should start on the left and work my way over here. I find, for me, for my skin type on the neck, that actually really does nothing. It doesn't even really remove any hair. So my plan of attack is to always do an across the grain, starting at the top, working to the bottom, and then work the way up. And then if I do decide to go for the baby butt smooth shave, depending on the razor, if it's a DE, I can usually do it no problem. If it's a straight razor, I can't. Then I will do the pass from here right across. So I'm gonna rinse off and lather up for the second pass. All right, so the first pass went great. That razor, as light as it is, I believe weighs 0.5 of an ounce. It's all plastic except for the thread and the insert that it threads into, and of course the blade. Other than that, it's a very efficient razor, but that is going to tie into this whole baby butt smooth shave. Now, if I'm using a DE razor, I will usually always go for a BBS. But when I'm using a razor like this with a slant blade, I tend to not go for the BBS because the razor is just a little too aggressive for that pass. And that's all right. It doesn't always have to be a BBS shave. I've kind of got into the mindset early on when I started this wet shaving journey that in order to have a perfectly smooth shave, you couldn't feel any stubble. And if you could feel stubble, you're doing something wrong. And I thought in my mind that if I could feel the stubble or feel a little bit of roughness there, then people could see it. And that made me very self-conscious because I, like many, got into this for the perfectly smooth shaves, right? So if I could feel that little bit of roughness, I would think, oh God, people can see that, and they can see a little bit of stubble, and it's not gonna look good. And you know, then what was the point of investing a bunch of money and getting into this? So I have one little area right here that actually grows. So here's against the grain for me, except for here is also against the grain. So being the area where it's at, I can just give it a couple little swipes like that and it's gone. So just gonna rinse off and lather up. I'll do a third pass. So like I was saying, I got self-conscious to the fact that people could see the stubble if it wasn't a totally smooth shave. And that actually isn't the case at all. There is really no discernible difference between having an absolute baby butt smooth shave or what we call in the groups a DFS or a damn fine shave or a close comfortable shave. So, you know, if I was going to go to a special function or be wearing a dress shirt that's riding high on my neck, then yeah, I might want to go for the BBS. But you know, as I've been at this for the last 3 years, I've come to realize that, you know, that's the pass you're going to get your irritation on. That's where you're going to get your red burn or your redness and your razor burn. And most of the time, your weepers, right? Men's necks are very, very sensitive. And that's just it. So, you know, so for this next pass, if I was going to go for the BBS, which I'm not today, I mean, I'm not working, I'm just at home. So, you know, it's just a shave, right? So normally I would start here and work completely across sideways. But I know with this particular razor, this slant, that I'm going to get weepers and I'm going to get irritation, and it's just not worth it, because at the end of the day, it's still going to be clean shaven, it's still going to look fine, and what is the point of, you know, having a sore neck just for that? So I will do a bit of kind of south to north on a bit of an angle. That will get rid of most of it. I shouldn't get any irritation. Should be a nice close shave, and then, you know, good to go. So I'll just start here and just work up. Very nice. Very nice. And that's actually getting most of it without putting any undue strain on my skin. And I must say that Mr. Fine is definitely onto something with the Astra in this blade, or the Astra blade in this razor, sorry, because it is absolutely smooth. It's actually smoother than the Voskhod was, and like I said, the Voskhod is one of my favorite blades. So I'm going to rinse off and do my post, and then we'll have the final thoughts. This is cold water rinse too, by the way. Alright, so there we have it. So we're going to go with some Thayer's Lemon Witch Hazel. I use this after every shave. It's an astringent, feels really good. It will get rid of a little bit of redness that you may have if you've had, you know, a little bit of a rough shave. But, I mean, that shave right there feels really good. There's absolutely no irritation anywhere. There's no redness that I can see. And I'm trying to get in close here. But I mean, it just looks like clean shaven skin, right? There's no big wobbly spots of discernible whisker. And like I said, that for me personally, that was the hardest thing to get my mind around in the three plus years I've been doing this, was if it's not totally smooth, then people can see it and people are gonna think, oh man, you know, what did that guy shave with? You know, a rusty beer, you know, a rusty knife or a broken beer bottle or something like that. And it took me quite a while to get over that and just realize that, yes, you don't have to torment your skin chasing a baby butt smooth shave just for that. So, I mean, for the guys that can do it all the time and not have that irritation, then great, you know, all the power to you. But for me, I can do it with certain razors without any irritation. But as I transition more onto straight razor shaving, you know, it was a big important step for me just to realize I couldn't, you know, get a BBS with a straight razor, you know, because everybody always goes on about, you know, a straight razor be the smoothest shave of your life, and, you know, all this and all that. And for those of us with weird grain patterns, it's just not going to happen. But I'm okay with that, because I get a nice, smooth, comfortable shave with a straight razor with absolutely no irritation. And you know, and as everybody's transitioned over to traditional wet shaving knows, that's the end result anyway. As long as you get a close, comfortable, irritation-free shave that you personally enjoy and are happy with, that's all that matters at the end of the day. You know, you don't need to go for the BBS. And, you know, especially starting out, learn your grain pattern. Like underneath my beard, which will be coming off soon, you know, it's pretty straightforward. Like my grain grows up and down, so I can do the north to south, and then I'll go across the grain both ways, you know, across the chin, and then start at the neckline and go up. So I can get a perfect BBS shave up on my face with a straight razor, no problem. The neck though is a danger area, and just sometimes it's just best to avoid that, especially with certain razors, because you're just begging for trouble. So anyway, I hope some of these tips resonate with some of you. Like I said, remember, just, You know, figure out which way your grain grows, and just keep with it. And you know, get active in a forum, get active in a Facebook group. Everybody is always more than willing to help out with tips and tricks and all that stuff. And you know, there's nothing to be ashamed of in asking questions. Everybody is more than willing to help. You know, that's how I've learned, that's how other people have learned, and that's kind of what keeps the whole hobby going, right? This becomes more than just a hobby. It kind of becomes like a lifestyle and a camaraderie amongst us all, and that, you know, and that's one of the best parts. You get to meet people from all over your country, from all over the world, and we all share a common goal. That's having good shaves. So in closing, my friends, as always, have a great day and have an even better shave, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.